Welcome to the Jeep Grand Cherokee Halftime Report. We're inside our College Hoops studio here in L.A. Casey Jacobson, Jim Jackson, Rob Stone here with you. We'll get you back out for the second half shortly, but first, we dive into our Big East team previews, and we say, welcome back, UConn, as we take a look at our Jeep Grand Cherokee halftime highlights. The Huskies are back in the Big East after 7 years in the AAC. Last year, they finished middle of the pack in conference play, but performed their best at the end of the season, winning 5 straight to close out their AAC schedule. The UConn faithful awfully high hope for one James Bouknight. He was second in scoring as a freshman. He should get some extra help carrying the load thanks to the transfer R.J. Cole, who averaged 22 points a game while at Howard. One of the founding members of the Big East returns home from the wilderness. Old rivalries will be renewed, and expectations have already been elevated in stores.
Well, when you hear UConn, you think about championship basketball, you think about the Big East. So, of course, they're going to be expectations. What they are in regards to winning the title this year, maybe not, but competing, yes, most definitely. Dan Hurley's third year. He's kind of building something right now. As a result, a top 25 recruiting class, being back in the Big East. Also saying that Bouknight, his guard, can be one of the best in the country, and yes, he can be, because he's dynamic, he's explosive, he has experience now, and he's gotten better because you see his averages at 12 or 13 points, but the last 7 games of the season when he felt really comfortable, he was closer to 18 points. That means that he grew, he understood what he needed to do, he got more comfortable. Look for an outstanding second stanza for this young man now that he's in the Big East.
You know, for a program that finished 10-8 in the American Athletic Conference, they sure are getting a lot of hype, but I'm on board. Rob, I'm on the hype train with UConn, and here's why. To touch on what Jim talked about, they're the deepest team. They might be the deepest in the Big East. They really don't have weaknesses. Now, they may not be as good as Villanova or Creighton, but I don't see a spot where, oh, man, they need a ton of help there. They have seniors in the front court with Whaley and Josh Carlton, if they're healthy. So they have Akuk and Tyler Poley, who got injured last year. If those guys come back either at the start or maybe midway through the year, they got 4 front court players who are Big East ready. This is the best team that Dan Hurley has had in his 3 years. I can't wait to see what the UConn Huskies do this season.
And we can't wait to see the freshman Andre Jackson from, is he your cousin?
It's my cousin.
Does he dunk?
No, where do you think he got it from? I think it runs in the family.
6'6" from outside Albany. Send it in, big fella.
Go get it. But listen, this is the kind of excitement you need for now. Can you transition that from high school to college and be exciting but be efficient? We hope so, because we want to do a lot of games to see UConn, of course, flirt.
If he's shooting dunks all day, he's pretty efficient. I don't know if he can shoot. There was no three-pointers in the highlight, but
well, he's my cousin. He's going to be able to shoot. Don't worry.
I know
down the line, he will be. Don't worry.
I know the UConn fan base, reinvigorated, fired up for this. I spoke to a lot of them last year who said, we actually wanted a road trip down to Madison Square Garden to reassert our authority a year before we re-enter the Big East. UConn picked to finish 4th in the Big East. Don't be surprised if they find their way up a little bit north in that standings. That's all for now. Second half coming up next. Welcome back, Huskies.